boy, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is your friend Cartman. Today I've got some awesome replays to share with you guys from this last raid weekend. I've picked out 3 of my favorite attacks. I'm going to share those with you right now, see if they help you maximizing that capital gold in your next raid weekend. Let's jump right into the action. Alright guys, first up we're going to be taking a look at Skeleton Park. We took this out in 2 hits. Now my clanmate Saint came in with this opening hit on this district. He has a mix of Hog Raiders, Rocket Loons, got some graveyard spells. He's going to place those graveyard spells in the core around those mini minion hives, and then one on that rocket artillery that is deep in the base. And now he's bringing in his Hog Raiders, trying to snipe out some of these buildings, trying to stun them, running into some traps, so he's having to deploy several Hog Raiders here to get this rocket artillery stun that's on this little peninsula. His battle rams have not really worked because there are some gaps on these walls, and so he's bringing in some of these rocket loons to try to take out a few of these ground targeting defenses, hopefully to clear the way for these Hog Riders. And you could tell when this attack started that we didn't get a huge amount of value on this first hit. And so what makes it, one of my favorites is how much of this base was left when I came in for this second hit. And you're going to see, guys, we're only going to get up into the low 20% range, I believe. He's got a few Barbarians and an Archer here to take out this Reflector on the right-hand side, get this deployment zone opened up. Now he's going to be able to bring in his Hog Raiders here and work on sniping out these bomb towers. That is going to be huge for our second hit, so we don't have to deal with these 2 bomb towers. So that's some nice value here toward the end of this raid that Saint does get for us. But you can see we just ran out of steam. Not near as high a percentage as we would like to get. He's going to try to finish off this giant cannon, this last pack of Hog Raiders. It's going to be close. That giant cannon is very weak, but it's not going to go down. And so you can see we have a huge amount of this district left, guys. 77%, 7,700 capital gold. I got another graveyard on this back end by this rocket artillery, another one in the core. Use those lightnings to zap out 2 trash buildings. I like getting those trash buildings out with lightnings where I can with this army comp. We've got our P.E.K.K.A. coming in to provide a little tanking. Start spreading our Hog Raiders around one at a time, stunning as many defenses as we can, letting some of these ground skellies start spawning. We got some of our battle rams with Barbarians down as well. Continuing to go in here, we want to protect our P.E.K.K.A. as long as possible. And you can see right here, just in the core of the base, these skeletons with the P.E.K.K.A. and with these Hog Raiders now, we have gotten things rolling. On the backside, we have those 2 double graveyard attacks working on taking out this rocket artillery. And they get it down. Now, once we get this mini minion hive, guys, we are going to be looking pretty good. We still have Hog Raiders left to deploy. And look, our P.E.K.K.A. is still alive. We have protected the P.E.K.K.A. with so much tanking, and that is why I like bringing the P.E.K.K.A. with this army. I get so much value out of that P.E.K.K.A., and it really finishes off the base. And you can see right here, guys, we are over 7,000 capital gold in this raid alone. We're going to be able to finish off this district, and with the bonus, that's going to be over 8,000 capital gold in our first hit of this raid weekend. And that was a very nice way to start it off. Yeah, boy, we'll take those all weekend long, won't we? Just a little cleanup left, but it's a done deal, and you can see the power of these Hog Raiders. Give them a try if you haven't already. You won't be disappointed. All right, guys, next up we've got Barbarian Camp, and it is a beautiful 2-shot we got coming in here. And a little bit of a change up here. I'm going to be coming in with a Flying Fortress Rocket Loon attack. We've got our Rocket Loons coming in right now to take out this first rocket artillery. We're going to zap it out. Send in another pack of Rocket Loons to take out this hidden Tesla. We got our Barbarian taking out this barrack. As soon as it goes down, we'll be able to deploy this next rocket loon to take out the rapid rockets. And then it'll be able to move its way and take out both the multi-cannon and multi-mortar in this section. Once those go down, we'll be able to place a few more Barbarians here where we can start getting this deployment zone opened up for us to make our way into the core of the base. You can notice I'm saving my graveyard spells. I don't want to spawn ground skellies really. I want to spawn as many air skellies as possible. So just been waiting here just a little bit, and I want to place them in a nice position to help my flying fortress. I think right now is a good time. We got 3 of them placed around this rocket artillery. And I still had to open up that wall there, so I did spawn a few ground skellies, but not too many. We've got our flying fortress coming in, and now we're going to start bringing in some of our rocket loons. We want to try to take out this air bombs and kind of push this flying fortress to the top side of the base toward this rocket artillery if possible. Continue to bring in rocket loons one at a time. Continue to take out these air targeting defenses, spawning air skellies, and providing tanking for our flying fortress. We have a minion horde on the backside cleaning up some of these trash buildings and taking care of these super giants that are roaming around the base. You can see right here, my flying fortress kind of took a turn to the right away from the rocket artillery. So not targeting exactly what I wanted to, but that's all right. We'll take out as many of these defenses here as we can. Giant cannon goes down, another cannon. Now it's working on the air defense. I believe we're going to get it taken out before our flying fortress goes down. And you can see not an overwhelming percentage-wise on this first hit, guys, but we did set it up nicely. We have nice pathing to this next rocket artillery, and we have taken down 1 rocket artillery already. So now we're going to use our lightning, take out a defense that was weakened up there, and we're going to place these graveyard spells on 3 areas of air defenses so we can get as much tanking as we can to protect our flying fortress. Bring in some rocket loons from this bottom side to start spawning air skeletons at the top side to start tanking for this flying fortress that we've sent in. The main goal up there with that flying fortress, we want it to get in towards this rocket artillery as soon as possible. We want to get that taken out. Send in another pack of rocket loons. Make sure it goes down quickly. And you see we have tons of air skellies tanking right now, guys. Continue to send in the rocket loons while we have them. Try to take out as many air targeting defenses as we can. You can see we have tons of tanking. Gotten most everything out of this core. You can see I have an air bombs and a spear thrower on that top side right across that channel of water. Once we get that deployment zone opened up, another rocket loon over there to take out that spear thrower. Come over and weaken this air bomb so flying fortress can take out that air bombs now. Send in another rocket loon to make sure we get this multi-cannon taken out so our flying fortress continues to work its way down toward this air defense and mega hidden Tesla that we have and that spear thrower. I've got a minion horde working on the bottom side where those trash buildings and that bomb tower was. And you can see we have just enough air skellies right here to provide tanking for our flying fortress. Flying fortress has quite a bit of health. So even once these air skellies do finally run out, our flying fortress is going to be able to push through, get the spear thrower down, and work its way over here toward this air defense. Once this air defense goes down, it is pretty much a done deal, guys. Just a little bit of cleanup left. And just look how powerful the flying fortress is. Not a very much used troop to me, but it does get the job done on Barbarian Camp very nicely here. And we get the nice 2-hit triple. All right, guys, how will we follow that up? How about another Barbarian Camp 2-hit? Yes, guys. This time we're going to be opening up with rocket loons. Now, these graveyard spells, they ended up being a fail on this opener. These graveyard spells are designed to take out that rocket artillery and everything in that top section, but I really should have placed them more to the right. Unfortunately, they are too far to the left, and this rocket artillery is going to destroy my graveyard spell, so I pretty much swagged them in this first part of the attack. But nonetheless, we're going to send in our rocket loons, start taking out as many of these air targeting defenses as we can. We got a minion horde in here to clean up some of these barracks and open up the deployment zone. They start getting targeted by some of these air defenses, so we're sending in rocket loons pretty quickly here to take out the Mega Hidden Tesla and all these air targeting defenses in this section. We're going to get those taken out. You can see on the top side, our graveyard spells have not done anything, unfortunately, but that's okay. We're going to start targeting both these spear throwers on the right-hand side. The rockets will be able to go on ahead, these rocket loons, and take out these cannons now as well. Get a little bit of nice value taking out some trash buildings. And that's going to be all they're going to be able to do up there. And now we're going to come back. On the bottom side, we have some air defenses down here, so I want to make sure we get this deployment zone taken out and now start targeting, working our way so we can get this air bombs. We've got this air defense on the left-hand side we want to get taken out, and hopefully this rapid rocket on the left side as well. So we get this barracks down. Now the deployment zone is opened up, and that means we're going to be able to send in our rocket loons, one on the air bombs, one on this air defense on the left-hand side, send in a second air bomb to make sure that rapid rockets goes down. It's going to be able to go over and get the multi-cannon. Send in our last battle ram to open up another wall segment. This rocket loon is going toward the core. The fall damage of it takes out a trash building. That's always a nice thing. And you can see another pretty low opening hit in the low 30s. Right here, we're going to send in our Barbarian to clean out these three small clan houses. That way our deployment zone is going to open up because we want to send in our flying fortress from the top side here to make sure we get this rocket artillery targeted as soon as possible. I'm going to get a graveyard spell on the rocket artillery in the core. Another one on this air defense on the right-hand side. And we're going to hold on to our last graveyard spell to see where we want to place it. I'm able to get some nice value here, bringing in the rocket loons on a couple air targeting defenses on the left-hand side. We get those air skellies popping on the top side. That's going to protect our flying fortress as it moves in. We're going to be able to get that rocket artillery on the top side taken out pretty quickly. And now we're going to go ahead and get ready to place our last graveyard spell. We're going to place it on this next air bomb section so we can continue to provide tanking for our flying fortress. Get our rocket loons coming in to take out this rapid rocket and move their way toward the rocket artillery. Going to send in a minion horde to take care of these army camps on the top right-hand side. And now it's all about just, do we have enough tanking for this flying fortress? And the answer is yes. We still have rocket loons up. We still have tons of air skellies. We do have a little section on the right-hand side we've got to get taken out. We got an air defense over there and a Mega Hidden Tesla, but that's not going to be an issue. The air skellies are going over there. Once we get this air defense down, guys, it is just a matter of cleanup. The Tesla goes down, and now it is a done deal. Time won't be an issue here, guys, and it's another beautiful 2-hit triple on Barbarian Camp using the Flying Fortress. If you've forgotten how powerful this troop is, give it a try this next raid weekend. Until next time, clash on, my friends.